So this is Lupe with Good News Ministry. This is some of the area I grew up in. These buildings were never here. This used to be a small little business building for USA Today, State Farm Insurance, and something else when I was a kid. And that's where the Mile High Stadium is. The old one was a lot closer, so this was a parking lot way back when. So these buildings were not here. Me and my cousins used to go sledding in trash bags down this little hill where there's a parking lot. And this is the house I was living in when I was a kid. It was my grandmother's house. There used to be a whole pine tree here. And I used to play with the neighbors over this way. This is a historic landmark. As you can tell by a lot of the buildings here. See if I can get in the shade. So this is where I used to hang out with neighbors over here at this house. It's all historic landmark. Built in the late 1800s, maybe 1900 at the latest. The house I showed you that was my grandmother's was built, I believe it was 1902, 1904, something like that, if I can remember correctly. I always come by the old neighborhood and kind of check out the new stuff they're doing around here. I always liked these model of buildings. For some reason, it's just has some kind of a nostalgic to it. Nostalgic. Kind of a funny word. I have a hard time saying it sometimes. But it's actually pretty cool. I used to have friends in this house here. They had a tree house in the back. We'd go shoot the water guns and water balloons. Of course, then our squirt guns were nothing like they have now. And here they are building a house now, which is crazy. Because this property here used to go with this house here. And my friend's parents, who lived next door, they had a little garden in the back there by their fence. I remember some kids used to came by one time and started a fire and ran off, which wasn't good. My grandmother was on oxygen at the time, so good thing the fire department came and put it out. As you can tell, they're putting in a lot of new houses around here. And that building there, way in the back, that business building, me and my friends used to run up and down the stairs all the way to the top. Used to be able to get on the roof sometimes. When they wouldn't unlock the doors. They changed the roof because it used to be more flat. So they remodeled that. So it's kind of cool coming back to my old stomping grounds, seeing how everything's going. So this is up in North Denver, up in the north side, 28th and Vallejo. So that old fence has got to be replaced. Over here, there used to be a bush right next to this one here, right next to this gate. My dad and my uncle put this gate together. The porch is old, getting different. Backyard had more grass and had some white ceramic planters around. And this house is really old too. These are all new. Those are new. Those older nostalgic ones, I wonder if those were haunted. But these weren't here. These newer ones here used to be all dirt in the parking area with some parking garages. And this one at the corner here by the building I was talking about, excuse me, used to, this is still original, just remodeled. I used to have friends in this one also. Then that's the building I'm talking about. The stairs all the way up and down. Alright, so I'm coming up on another area I used to live at. I used to live in these triplexes here. Of course, they didn't look as nice as they do now. They obviously got renovated. But these were pretty ghetto. I mean, not bad, but still enough. Differently compared to the house that I had on here earlier. And this parking lot, this little driveway area was never there. There was fences with the yard and a little drive-through spot that had grass that did belong to that property. So, yeah, that's a little different. Than what I had before. But this is all up in North Denver still. That was off of 24th and Hooker. So they're remodeling a lot of these places around here, building new homes and stuff like that, as these were never here. And these buildings here, I could never figure out what the heck they were. I didn't know if they were houses or businesses. Maybe there used to be businesses and turned into houses. I have no clue. And then I had a friend that lived in there, green one right there, that just passed by. So I used to walk this way to school all the time. And it was pretty crazy to think about that.